Welcome, Humberview students and staff, to the 2020-2021 Grade Assemblies. This slideshow presentation is designed to walk you through our school policies and procedures and give you a really solid understanding of what happens here at Humberview. Welcome to Humberview, home of the Huskies. As you can see, your administrators are myself, Mr. Colton. We have Ms. Darmanin, who's the vice principal in charge of the Alphas M through Z. And we have Ms. Watson, vice principals for the Alpha A through L. So we do have some expectations of you as students in the school, whether that's in person or online. And as we as staff share those expectations, our first and most important priority is to keep people safe. We look at safety from a physical, emotional, social, and cognitive lens. If you or someone else is in danger or experiencing hurt and harm, an adult in our school is a safe person to speak to. All staff are here to support your well-being and want everyone to feel safe, welcome, and accepted and included. Please let us know if there's something more that we can help you. So who is part of our school community? Well, this includes students, parents, guardians, and caregivers, school bus drivers, volunteers, school staff, including all teaching staff, office staff, custodians, lunchroom supervisors, the principal, the vice principals, a social worker, a psychologist, a speech and language pathologist, the list goes on. Community partners include settlement workers and police, as well as our community neighbors. On or off school property, online or in person, you are still part of our community. We all play a role in keeping the school community safe. All of us have different experiences and different identities that we come to school with every day. Who we are should always be welcomed and accepted in our school community. If you ever feel excluded or hurt because of who you are, that is not okay. Safety is not just about physical safety, it's about emotional safety too. This is all of our responsibility and all of our right.
This year at Humberview looks a little bit different because of all of the COVID safety measures we have in place. There are a few things that we require of you every day. Every day we're asking that you please do a health assessment. You can find this information online on the school website or on the Peel District School Board website. We expect every day that masks are worn. They are mandatory at all times. This includes outside our building in the parking lot. We don't mind if you hang out with your friends, but while congregating in groups, please make sure that you are wearing a mask. Medical exceptions can be accommodated. Every day, we ask that you hand sanitize and wash your hands regularly, especially upon entering the school or your classroom spaces. Keep 6 feet of physical distance wherever possible. Walk on the right side of the hallway and use assigned doors and washrooms. If you're unsure where these are, please make sure you speak with your teacher. If you need help, here are some of the people or places you can reach out. Speak with your classroom teacher, your guidance counselor, contact or resource room, the main office or your administrator, or your parents and guardians. How do we work together to keep our school safe, happy, healthy, and inclusive? Everyone is responsible for creating and maintaining a safe and accepting school so that everyone feels nurtured, welcomed, respected, and included. This year, we'll be asking students, staff, and families for some feedback. Think about these questions. How do we together build and maintain a school where everyone feels this way? What would we see and hear at a school that is safe and accepting? And what can we work on at this school this year to help?
When you demonstrate good character, you're being your best self and trying to be the person others want you to be. Showing good character is an expectation for all of us at our school and can be hard when you feel upset or are facing a challenging time. To be our best self, we all must work hard at it. Ask yourself, is what I'm about to do or say caring? Is what I'm about to do or say cooperative? Is it honest, inclusive, respectful, or responsible? If it isn't, then stop, take a breath, think, and reframe. Please know that all members of the school community must respect all other members of our school community. They must respect differences in people, their ideas, their opinions, and must treat one another with respect and dignity at all times, especially where there is a disagreement. We need to reach further and rely on our character values. All members of the school community have a shared responsibility to maintain a school environment where conflict and differences can be addressed with collaborative problem solving and a restorative mindset. Bullying is not acceptable on Peel District School Board property, school buses, at school-related activities, in virtual learning environments, through electronic media, we sometimes call that cyberbullying, or in any other circumstance where engaging in bullying will have a negative impact on the school climate. When someone experiences or observes bullying behavior, they are expected to report it to a teacher, teaching assistant, or school administrator immediately. Bullying behavior will be dealt with using a progressive discipline approach. Bullying is a form of harassment that may be criminal, and police may investigate that behavior. Bullying is typically a form of repeated, persistent, and aggressive behavior directed at an individual or individuals that is intended to cause, or should be known to cause, fear, distress, or harm to another person's body, feelings, self-esteem, or reputation. Bullying occurs in a context where there is a real or perceived power imbalance. Bullying can be based on factors such as size, strength, age, intelligence, peer group power, economic status, social status, religion, ethnic origin, sexual orientation, family circumstances, gender, gender identity, gender expression, race, disability, or the receipt of special education. Bullying may include the use of any physical, verbal, electronic, written, or other means. A student may be suspended for any act that is motivated by bias, prejudice, or hate based on race, national or ethnic origin, language, color, religion, sex, age, mental or physical disability, sexual orientation, gender identity, gender expression, or any other similar factor. Hate speech, online or in person, is a hate-motivated action. Putting someone down by saying mean things about who they are will not be tolerated at school.
Chill. I'm only joking.
Why are you being so sensitive?
You know I didn't mean it that way. Words.
Words can really hurt sometimes.
Sometimes people say mean things about who I am.
And I can't stop thinking about it.
Because they make assumptions about who I am.
Because sometimes they don't even know who I am.
Because they learned about who I am and it's not me. I just feel like I can't even be who I am.
Words.
Words can really hurt sometimes.
Hateful words just spread more hate.
Hate has to stop. We have the power to choose action.
To stop hate.
Here are 5 steps we can all use too.
Choose action to stop hate.
Step 1, stop the action.
Hate must be interrupted in the moment. Stop.
Step 2, name it.
Hey, you just put someone down because they learn different.
Whoa, that was a racist comment. That's Islamophobic. Step 3, explain the impact and harm.
Whenever someone says something hateful, say it hurts. We feel hurt when you use that word.
Step 4,
ask the person causing harm to change their behavior.
Next time, think before you speak. Words hurt. Step 5,
support the person harmed.
Always reach out to the person harmed and make sure they feel supported.
Are you okay? How can I support you?
I'm here for you.
When I see someone hating online, I never share it. I usually block that person and report them so the hate stops there.
But always remember, someone being targeted by hate feels
Alone and sad.
Scared and fearful.
Angry and hurt. So we must
speak out.
Name it to change it.
How will you choose action to stop hate?
How will you choose action to stop hate?
You belong here. Hate doesn't.
Be an online upstander. Use electronic resources with honesty and integrity. You must treat others with respect, dignity, and fairness by demonstrating digital citizenship and refraining from improper or unethical use of technology, including computer hacking. Computer use for any purpose which is contrary to the intent of the school code of conduct is strictly prohibited. This includes all forms of cyberbullying, violence, threats, and harassment directed at staff members, students, or the school. This applies to school, work, and home internet use. Cyber trespassing and online conduct. If you enter a school building or are found on another school property that is not your own during school hours, we call that trespassing. Through the community learning model where classes are being run online, entering spaces virtually that are not yours to enter is considered a form of trespassing. Abiding by the Peel District School Board's character attributes is an online expectation at all times. What do you need to do to experience success? Students shall come to or log into school prepared, on time, and ready to learn. You will demonstrate commitment to the learning process by attending school and contributing to a safe, nurturing, welcoming, respectful, and inclusive climate for learning and working which respects the needs of others. You will practice academic honesty and personal integrity by not participating in or encouraging plagiarism, theft, misrepresentation of original work, lying, cheating, theft of evaluation instruments, use of unauthorized aids, or false representation of identity. And we expect you to ask for help and to advocate for your needs. Help keep our schools safe. Even if it looks like a toy, these are not allowed in school. Weapons include guns, knives, including pocket knives, air guns, slingshots, machetes, clubs, or any other object carried or used with the intent to injure. Alcohol and drug use and possession are also strictly prohibited on school property on or during the school day. All members of the school community must not engage in bullying behaviors, including cyberbullying, sexual assault, traffic in weapons or illegal drugs or cannabis, give alcohol or cannabis to a minor, commit robbery, be in possession of any weapon, including firearms, use any object to threaten or intimidate another person, cause injury to any person with an object, be in possession of or be under the influence of alcohol, cannabis, unless the individual has been, I'm taking that. Be in possession of or be under the influence of alcohol or cannabis or illegal drugs. Provide others with alcohol, illegal drugs, or cannabis. Inflict or encourage others to inflict bodily harm on another person. Engage in hate propaganda and other forms of behavior motivated by hate, prejudice, or bias, commit an act of vandalism that causes extensive damage to school property or to property located on the premises of the school.
Smoking and vaping are not allowed on Peel District School Board property, including the grounds associated with the school, on school buses, at school-related events or activities and public areas within 20 meters of any point of the perimeter of the grounds of the school. This is in accordance with the Smoke-Free Ontario Act of 2017. School property includes cars that are on school grounds. There is no smoking, no vaping. This rule will be enforced within these areas. Please understand that fines of up to $365 can be issued to those in violation of this law. Providing tobacco products, vapor products, or any other restricted substance to anyone under the age of 19 years old is illegal. At all times, wear appropriate dress that promotes a safe, respectful, and inclusive learning and teaching environment in accordance with the Peel District School Board's Code of Conduct and School Dress Code. Inappropriate dress code includes any clothing or personal possession that has representations and/or language that depict violence, profanity, discriminatory, hateful, or sexually explicit images or sentiments. In addition, dress or logos that demean or threaten an identifiable individual or group are prohibited.
While on the school bus, the school code of conduct is in effect. During COVID, masks must be worn at all times. Unless given permission by the driver, students may not consume food and drinks on the bus. Students must not fight, swear, or cause excessive noise on the bus, engage in activities that may endanger the safety of themselves or others. Inappropriate student behavior on the school bus may result in discipline or having the use of these services suspended or removed. At Humberview, we use a variety of interventions and learning consequences. This can be anything from a discussion with the person you've harmed, a call home to guardians or parents, a repair activity or lesson, restorative circle, meeting, and in some cases, suspension from school for a period of time. A progressive discipline approach will be used to deal with inappropriate behavior. When inappropriate behavior occurs, disciplinary measures are to be applied within a framework that shifts the focus from one that is solely punitive to one that is both corrective and supportive. The goals of learning consequences are: we want the student to learn, we want the student to repair relationships, and we want them to do better next time. We recognize that each student is a unique individual and that every situation requires an individualized and personalized response.
The aim of a restorative practice or a justice approach is to develop an accepting and inclusive community of learners and to manage conflict and tensions by repairing harm and building relationships. This way of thinking is a commitment to demonstrating empathy, understanding the context and the impact, choosing consequences and supports with learning outcomes for everyone involved, and repairing relationships. Someone who has been harmed by negative behavior will be supported by school staff along with the person perpetuating the harm. Students harmed have a right to a safe and accepting school and not to be in fear or experience harm. Humberview Secondary School is currently using the My School Day app. This app is available on the Google Play Store or the App Store. Please make sure you select Humberview Secondary School from the options to ensure you get the most detailed and up-to-date announcements and information about all the activities, clubs, and events happening within our school. On behalf of the administrative team here at Humberview, we'd like to thank you for attending today's assembly, and we look forward to working with you in the building or online and a return to normal as soon as possible.